So thanks for handing over, Fran. Thanks everyone for taking the time to attend our Talking Tender session this morning and how to do business with West Dunbartonshire Council, and to review an up and coming opportunity that we have within our building services for backup contractors and specialist contractors. As Fran had mentioned, my name's Laura Adams and I'm the Procurement Business Partner for West Dunbartonshire Council, and I've got my two colleagues on the call with me today. I've got Michelle McKenzie, who is a Senior Procurement Officer within my team and the Project Lead for backup contractors and specialist contractors. And I also have Alistair Norris, who is our Contract Manager and is part of our technical team on the project. As Fran mentioned earlier, today's session has been recorded and we plan to share a copy of the presentation within our tender documentation, so it will be there for reference should you ever want to go back and re-review the session. Michelle will be covering off in one of the slides during today's session just to talk about a bit of additional training we're going to do. So there'll be an opportunity where Supplier Development Programme is willing to do some additional training on Public Contract Scotland, the tender portal. And the training session will be live when our project is live. So it will give you the opportunity to attend a training session, view our tender, and if there's any kind of areas that you want extra support in, the team from the SPD will be there to support you with that. When Michelle's on that slide, if you just let us know what time, we've got a date agreed, but it's just what time would suit you best. So feel free to use the chat function at that slide. I'll now hand you over to Michelle, who will run you through the slides. Michelle, over to you.
Okay, thanks, Laura. Okay, so improving your tender bids. Aims for potential tenderers to gain an insight into the Council's objectives and procurement approach to help you prepare a strong and competitive bid. To understand past contract awards, including which companies have been successful and what contracts have been issued, and to know where to access additional guidance, support and resources for tendering. The Council spend thresholds are kind of split into 4 categories, as you'll see the breakdown of that on the screen. For any council spend for just under 2,000, we would ensure best value is met, which may involve a quotation procedure. For 2,000 to just under 10,000, it would be to seek a minimum of 3 written quotes. For 10,000 to just under 50,000, we would undertake a quick quote process by inviting 5 firms where possible to participate, and this is done through the quick quote portal on Public Contract Scotland. And for any spend over 50,000, a tender is advertised. Due to the estimated value of the contracts for this particular project falling above the relevant threshold for services, this tender will be a regulated tender. The new threshold that was set in November 2025 is 207,720 indicative value, excluding 20% VAT is 173,100. So how best to find West Dunbartonshire Council tenders? We would recommend that you register with both Public Contract Scotland and Public Contract Scotland tendering systems. For any current contract opportunities that we have live at the moment, if you visit Public Contract Scotland website on the contract notices section, you'll be able to see them there. And any future projects and opportunities we list within our annual procurement report, which is published on the West Dunbartonshire Council procurement pages. So optimising your bid for contracts with West Dunbartonshire Council, we would recommend that you familiarise yourself with how the Council structures tender opportunities, including both the selection and award criteria. Carefully review all project documentation and the specification to fully understand our priorities and how best to respond to the questions. Ensure you have a thorough understanding of the specification and are confident in your ability to meet all stated requirements. You review the evaluation and scoring criteria outlined in the procurement document, the SPD, as well as the technical questions and the commercial sections. That you comply with the invitation to tender instructions. Raise any questions or clarification requests during the designated tender clarification period. and you submit your response before the deadline, as late tender submissions will not be accepted. So below we've listed some common weaknesses that we find in tender submissions, such as failure to not fully understand our requirements, submitting incomplete or incorrect documentation, including reusing responses from unrelated tenders, providing responses out with the allocated page limit, a lack of understanding of the pricing structure, and not seeking clarification on unclear aspects of the tender, then missing the opportunity to ask any questions. Some key council documents links are below, such as the West Dunbartonshire Council Strategic Plan 2022-27, the Council's financial regulations, as well as the standing orders. Also linked the the Public Contract Scotland regulations and the supplier journey. Full regulated tender exercises are completed using both the Public Contract Scotland and Public Contract Scotland tendering websites. So I'll now just go on to give you some overview of the project for subcontractors and specialist contractors for building services, which is a multi-trades framework agreement. West Dunbartonshire Council is committed to delivering cost-effective, sustainable repairs and maintenance services that keep all properties safe and well maintained. The service aims to deliver value for money while keeping properties in a safe and good condition for our residents. As part of this project, West Dunbartonshire Council is committed to working closely with as many local small and medium-sized businesses as possible. This framework enables the engagement of subcontractors and specialist contractors on an as-needed basis through measured term contracts. Contract award. The measured term contracts, the contractors' bids will be evaluated based on a scoring ratio of 60% price and 40% quality. The framework will operate on a ranked basis. If the top-ranked measured term contractor is unable to undertake a call-off due to capacity or capability, the opportunity will then be offered to the next ranked provider, and this process will continue down the list of providers until a contractor can provide the services required. The framework agreement will consist of 10 lots, and contractors can bid for and also be appointed on more than one lot if their business covers their different requirements. And the lot structure is groundworks and landscaping, asbestos removal, flooring, fencing and metal fabrications, scaffolding, electrical specialist including entry systems and alarms, laundry equipment, UPVC windows and doors, small jobs, void property and refurbishment. So the scope of the works from within the framework is across various areas such as responsive repairs for emergencies, urgent works, routine fixes and make-safe actions, planned maintenance for internal and external building fabric repairs, minor works for small refurbishments, accessibility adaptations and environmental works, specialist services such as electrical, mechanical, gas, damp and mould, drainage and similar tasks. And the scope of works is to be delivered to a safe, compliant and high quality of work, to provide qualified operatives and follow all relevant legislation, communicate updates promptly and use agreed systems for reporting, respect residents, minimise disruption and maintain a clean work area, and all works must follow the agreed schedule of rates or pre-approved quotes, with invoices aligning with the job records and required evidence. For additional information, there will be economic and financial standing levels for each lot, Insurance levels will be provided for each lot, and technical and professional ability evidence will be requested, along with the qualifications and certification for the relevant lot. All this information will be provided upfront within the contract notice on Public Contract Scotland once that's available. Okay, so the project timeline overview. We're aiming for a tender go live date of March 2026. The tender will be live for a period of 5 weeks. A tender closing date for week commencing the 20th of April. We're aiming for a period of roughly 2 to 3 weeks for the valuation. Then award the contracts week commencing the 20th of June, with the framework starting on the 9th or 10th of August 2026. As my colleague mentioned earlier, Supplier Development Programme are hosting an aligned tender training session, which is currently arranged for Wednesday the 25th of March at 10:30 AM. The purpose of this session is to navigate through the tender on Public Contract Scotland and Public Contract Scotland tender portal to bid for this opportunity. And we would ask that if any contractor would prefer this session to be held potentially at the end of the day, if you can just drop a wee note in the chat to let us know that. That would be great. And that brings me to the end of my presentation. So we will now open up to any questions.